The general advice I have for job seekers is to stick with it. Journalism is a popular field because it's a great field to work in. So there's a lot of people that want to work in journalism, but if you are talented enough and smart enough and you want it bad enough, you might not get a job the first day out of college or the second day out of college, but if you stick with it, somebody will see that potential in you and they will capitalize on that. And that's what happened to me. I mean, I graduated and I moved back home with my parents, which was nowhere in the plans, and I ended up working for free at a public radio station. And that was my first job, and it was not what I imagined when I was in college, that I'd be working for free, living at home. And I sort of felt like a failure, but it was that first step towards a career that I have enjoyed immensely, where I feel I do important work. So I think just sticking with it.
I think, the biggest thing I've learned when I started at ABC News, I did not have a job. My friends were all in the business school or marketing majors, and they had a job in December, before we graduated. I did not have a job until September after I graduated. So I moved back home and was not expecting any of that, and just job hunted. And there's not a clear path, I think, in journalism sometimes. I think you can go a lot of different ways, but I sent my reel out to be a local reporter. That's what I wanted to do. And I think I sent 35 reels out across the country and did not get, called, follow-up, did everything, did not get one response. And I ended up going, I did the Inside Washington program, which was the best, the most vital thing I've done to prepare me for the career and the amazing career I've had. So I was like, I want to move to Washington. I want to work at one of the major networks, and I'm going to do this. So I drove down with my father to Washington, D.C., and did a lot of door knocking and was very persistent. Found out who the hiring person was at ABC, CBS, NBC. Got in with the ABC person, and she said, I don't have anything for you. And I said, well, I'm going to be living here, so, just call me when you have something. I sent a handwritten thank you note. And I got a call a few days later, and she said, can you start Monday? So I had all my stuff in Ohio at home, moved to Washington, made $16,000 a year living in Washington, D.C. Was very, very challenging, of course, but just the best thing that's ever happened. From there, just 5 years later, I was the White House producer at ABC News, traveling around the world on Air Force One, covering presidential candidates, going to the Beijing Olympics, and then going to Russia, and, seeing everything firsthand. So persistence pays off, I think, is the major theme there.